Australian keeper.
Welcome back to the Keepher YouTube channel. That clip you just saw was of Casey Dumont, a goalkeeper for the Australian women's national team and Melbourne victory. Today, we're going to be hosting an interview with her. She currently wears Keepher goalkeeper gloves in all of her training sessions and matches. Today, we're going to hear about her early setbacks, her favorite career moments, her advice to young goalkeepers who want to go pro, and much more, so stay tuned. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and how you started playing soccer.
My name's Casey. I live in Australia. I've been playing since I was 11, but as a goalkeeper as 12. So far, I've represented Australia in under-17s, under-20s, and the Matildas. I'm currently signed with Melbourne Victory, but I've been at 3 other clubs in the W League. So
what made you want to become a goalkeeper?
There was a few things. So the reason I started soccer was because of my brother, but then I don't know, I have always been good with my hands because I played netball and basketball and softball before soccer. So then I hated running, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in goals. And just one game when I was playing on field, our goalkeeper got hurt and was sick, so then I jumped in goals and have been in ever since.
When did you start playing for Melbourne Victory, and how has that been so far?
So this is my second season with Melbourne Victory, and it's a fantastic club. I can't praise them enough. That's why I came back again, and I signed for a 2-year deal this season. So I'm with them last season, this season, and next season, and we'll negotiate it after that as well, probably.
When did you start playing for the Australian women's national team, and how has that been?
They're going really good at the moment. The first squad I made was 2010, which was the Asian Cup that Matildas actually won, which is our World Cup qualifiers. So I went away on that trip. So that was the first Matildas official trip I went on. And then I debuted for them in 2015. And I've been on and off with the squad since. So I went to Jordan this year for the Asian Cup again for World Cup qualifiers. So I was there with them there.
Do you have a favorite memory playing with that squad?
Oh, I've got a few. So my probably 2 biggest was when I was with them in the 2010 and they won the Asian Cup because we were underdogs then. And then the 2011 World Cup in Germany was pretty amazing because that was the first time we had made quarters. So that was another, I guess, milestone that was pretty amazing to be a part of. And then there's just been some amazing here and there little aspects, I guess. Like it was great to debut for them, and I've had a few minutes here and there with them and been in multiple camps. So I don't think there's ever not a great moment, but they're probably the 2 that stand out the most.
Did you face any struggles or setbacks early on in your career?
So I've had 3 major injuries, which kind of delayed my debut for Matildas. So I had a really bad hip and groin injury that kept me out for 2 years when I was 19, so 7 years ago. Pretty much after that World Cup in Germany, I was out for 2 years, so that delayed me. Then, surprisingly enough, my debut for Matildas in 2050, I actually, the last 2 minutes of the match, did my ACL. So that was a high and a low of my career because obviously it's meant to be the most proudest moment, but also it was a pretty upsetting moment as well. And then I also have lacerated my liver, which was quite life-threatening, but came back and still playing. But yeah, so they're probably my 3 major setbacks, but I just push past and keep going.
What's been your greatest accomplishment or favorite moment so far in your career?
That's always a tough question because it changes all the time, but also too, like, every moment's different and brings, I guess, a more happier moment, or nothing's ever the same. So I think probably Olympic qualifiers before Rio and then going to Rio as well. That was probably my biggest highlight, is they hadn't qualified for Olympics for 12 years, so 3 rounds, and then to be part of that squad and then to actually go to Rio and experience what the Olympics is all about. That was phenomenal. Like, that's just, there's nothing come close to why everyone wants to be an Olympian. The arenas, the atmosphere, it is a world stage event for a reason, and yeah, that's pretty remarkable.
Do you have a most memorable save or match?
I think my saying in life is you're only as good as your next save. So I don't have a most memorable save, but I do have moments where I was pretty amazed with myself. So my first season with Brisbane Roar, in the very first W League season, I took a penalty and ended up saving the next penalty, which helped us win. And then the following season, the exact same thing happened. It was just against different teams. So I think they're my two amazing moments, that being able to help the team get a goal, but also then help the team save a goal and us winning both rounds. So yeah, and they were both semi-finals, which took us to the grand finals. So I think they're my most memorable career things that I always talk about. But yeah, as in saves, I don't really focus on them the most, because I'm just like, I got to do my job, and that's make saves and keep the ball out. So it's just, there's not one that stands out.
Now, you started wearing Keeper gloves not too long ago. How did you find out about Keeper, and what made you want to wear them?
I have two other goalkeepers in the W League who wear the gloves, and I remember a year and a half ago I asked them, I was like, what are they like? Because at the time I was actually sponsored by Sport. I've been with Sport ever since I became a goalkeeper. They sponsored me really young. However, just recently I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a change. Unfortunately, I also just some complications with the company. So then I asked my manager to message Keepher, because I had heard such good reviews. And Doug straight away replied within an instant and sent out gloves straight away, which was just amazing on his behalf. And so I said to him, I was like, I'm not making any promises, just let me see what they're like. And the first pair he sent was the multicolored ones. Loved them. I'm as you can see, I like bright colors. So straight away I was like, you know what, this has got my attention, let me try. Loved them as well because they were finger savers. I've always worn finger savers. And then just kept messaging Doug, telling him how I felt with the gloves, and he kept sending a new pair every time. And then I spoke to my manager, I was like, you know what, this is fantastic with the response they're giving me, the amount, the gloves they're sending straight away. And especially since it's from America, to come to Australia, it usually takes a few weeks, but they're here within a week and a half. I don't know, just straight away I was just like, you know what, Doug, I'm in. If you want to do a partnership, let's do this. And then straight away, we got the agreement done. And yeah, from then on, it's just, I've been sending him photos, and he's been asking for my reviews on the different types. And I think I've got my two favorite types, but I've been trying them all. So I'm just trying to help him here and there with the designs and any feedback. But yeah, it's been really good. And I think it's been more productive and it makes me happy, is because, like I said, I got good reviews, and then I was able to go, you know what, I'm going to be a good review too, because I've actually tried them and I like them. And I think it's fantastic that with how much female sport's growing, to have a female brand as well, it's the icing on the cake, basically.
Do you have any superstitions or match day rituals that you do before every game?
I don't have any gotta be to the T ones, but I do have a plan of brunch, and then I go and clean my room and lay out all my gear on my bed and make sure it's there and pack it in my bag, and I guess do the step-to-step protocol that anyone would do on a game day, but as in anything that's precise, I don't really have.
What advice would you give to young goalkeepers who want to go pro?
I probably have 3 things. Always have fun. If you're not having fun, then you need to reevaluate it, because it's the fun and the passion that keeps you going. 2, just keep working hard. No matter if you get negativity or, as I say, constructive criticism, just keep pushing and keep working hard, because it will eventually come. If you want it enough, it will come, and the people will notice it. And 3, if you do have doubters, just keep going. Prove them wrong, just for your own benefit. Have some fun. Go kick ass, and you know what? Those doubters will turn around and become your positive, supporters in a way.
Well, thank you so much for doing this interview, and I wish you the best of luck in your future games.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to our interview with Melbourne Victory goalkeeper Casey Dumont. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Keepher YouTube channel. If you're interested in purchasing Keepher goalkeeper gloves for yourself, you can do so on www.keephersoccer.com.